The shadow says, not only did that shadow reject my offer, but he even dared to threaten me. When I return to reality, I'll make sure to kill him. A man appears and says, hello, Sister Lizzie. My name is Mal Ligen, but you can call me Old Mal. I'm currently at level 2, and I know some ways to level up. I can help you level up. Is the 10 million offer still on? I usually don't share this with anyone, but since it's for Sister Lizzie, to show my sincerity, I'll make an exception. Now, if you want to advance efficiently, you must put all your first 5 points into speed. That way, our full running speed will be fast enough to outrun the crawlers. Do you understand what I mean? Lizzie thinks to herself. So that's how this game works. Damn it, I already put my first 5 points into strength. She says to him, it seems you know a thing or two. Okay, take me to level up, but you're not as strong as the shadow. I can give you 5 million. Do you accept? Get me to level 3, and I'll pay you cash when we return to reality. Old Mao says, no problem. That shadow might be strong, but he seems to have some mental problems. He refuses a simple 10 million. What a fool. The scene shifts to the shadow in the forest, fighting monsters. He says, as expected, this boss has already evolved to silver rank. He's covered in gray mist and is still evolving. The evolution process from silver to gold takes at least 7 or 8 hours. I can't wait. He attacks it with the shadow strike repeatedly. The shadow says, a silver rank boss has health points ranging from 2 to 3 times that of a bronze rank boss. The monster attacks him, but he dodges and says to himself, damn, he's a wizard type boss. Most of his skills are wide area attacks and deal high damage. After I shot the poison arrow, I immediately retreated and barely escaped his attack range. If I had been hit with my current health and defense points, my fate would have been death. The monster attacks him again with a concentrated ball of energy. Yes, wait until the cooldown time for stealth ends, then launch an attack during the boss's calm period. After that, immediately after, I need to activate stealth to get out of his attack range. The shadow attacks the monster in its face, wounding it. The monster decides to leave the battleground because its health points are almost depleted, but the shadow pursues it and finishes it off. No, from the system, you have killed the silver rank. Cursed Lord, you have gained 1800 experience points. Congratulations, you have reached level 5. Congratulations, you have gained 4 evolution points. You have gained 120 for tradable life points. Using Greedy Hand to double the reward he received from the monster, he says, I received an additional reward twice directly. This silver rank boss actually gave me 12 evolution points and 372 tradable life days. A girl arrives in the city and says, I'm finally back alive. Thanks to leader Wang Ming, we were able to reach level 3 and return to the city safely. The leader says, this is the result of our combined effort. The city leaderboard appears. Best Assassin level 5. Wang Ming Warrior level 3. Bilal Warrior level 3. They look amazed and say, damn, we just reached level 3 and that person is already at level 5. How are we supposed to live like this? Leader Wang Ming says, let's not think about that too much now. Let's all return to reality and tell our families and friends about this cursed game. The world is about to fall into chaos. At least we need to warn those close to us to be prepared. After that, they log out and return to reality. He wakes up to find soldiers around him. They say to him, Brother Wang, how are you? Are you okay? We were very worried about you. Do you know how you looked just now? You became semi-transparent. Don't scare me, brother. I told you to rest yesterday. I came to monitor that suspect for you. He says to him, quickly, gather everyone together. Something big is happening. They gather in an office, and one of the officers says to him, you mentioned earlier that you created a group for hidden professions, and that you were almost completely destroyed, but you were eventually saved by someone. Wang Ming says, yes, and his alias is the Shadow. When he saved me, he was only level 3, but when we reached level 3, he was already at level 5. He jumped 2 levels to reach it. the officer says. If he's at level 5 now, is he considered the best player in the world? How did he do that? Wang Ming says, maybe he killed a boss or something. One of the officers says, based on what you said, the shadow was already level 3 an hour ago, so why hasn't he returned to reality? Is it possible that he has no close relatives in the real world and doesn't need to tell his family? The leader says, I don't know. Maybe he really doesn't have a family. One of the female officers says, could this shadow be an immigrant? Not the mutants. These are orphans who become strong very quickly. The senior commander shouts at her, Anu, I told you to read fewer novels. Don't make such jokes in such dangerous situations. The information provided by Wang Ming from the cursed game is the same information provided by senior officials. There's new research showing that some elderly people die shortly after falling asleep. After collecting data and comparing it with staff who return to reality, they had indeed died several times in the game. This means that if your age reaches 0 in the game, you will truly die in reality. Someone says, this is unnatural and beyond our understanding, the officer says. Yes, it's likely that we are being invaded by some unknown higher beings. Senior officials have issued an emergency order, activate vanguard teams. Based on reality, explore the cursed game, and share information. We must quickly form a large professional army. This is a major event affecting the entire world. Currently, all countries are doing their utmost to explore the cursed game. If we delay on our side, it means losing power in the world, so we must obtain information at all costs. Anu, you will lead the first team, and Wang Ming will be the deputy leader. You will choose your teammates. From Wang Ming's description, it seems that this shadow does not have a bad personality. You can try to make friends with him. The reason I appointed Anu as the leader is that I felt her personality was the most suitable for investigating the shadow. I hope they can both discover the shadow's true identity as soon as possible. It would be best if we could establish cooperation with the shadow as our representative and obtain all the information he possesses. As for the rest, your most important task now is to maintain social stability. Do you understand? You are dismissed. The scene shifts to the shadow's sister, Qin Feng. She thinks to herself, such major events have occurred, and there hasn't been a single reaction from Qin Feng, and he hasn't come to apologize to me. Is he that arrogant? Every time that man got angry with me, he found a way to appease me, but today, he not only didn't do that, but he also hit me. My father never hit me before. All I did was skip class to see Brother Song Fei's concert. Luckily, I went and saw the concert yesterday. Otherwise, once this cursed game is released, I'm afraid there won't be many opportunities. She thinks to herself, that's right, since you'll enter the game while sleeping. That means Brother Song Fei will definitely enter it too. As long as I enter the game, does that mean I'll find Brother Song Fei? She calls him and consults him about the game. He gives her some advice. After that, she decides to sleep and enter the game. She thinks to herself before sleeping, this is great. These tools are definitely useful. I found someone to carry me. Qin Feng, I'll show you. I'm entering the game now. You can keep being arrogant, but once you enter the game, you'll see that I'm at a much higher level than you. When that time comes, I won't carry you to level up. The scene shifts to him checking what he got from the boss monster. System notification, golden curse ring. Usable by all classes. All attributes 8. Dark. Element resistance 26. Weakness points -0.1. Equipment. Requirement. Level 4. After that, he upgrades Greedy Hand. System notification. You have used 8 evolution points. 4 points remaining, he says. As expected now in killing gangs, it will give me 2 pieces. Killing 1 monster is equivalent to killing 3 monsters. I will use the remaining evolution points to advance the level of Instant Shadow Strike by 3 levels. While he is engrossed in developing his skills, monsters attack him from above. He says, Level 4 Crawler. Perfect timing. I'll use this to test the power of Instant Shadow Strike. He uses the skill and kills them all. System notification. You have killed the level for crawler. You have gained 80 experience points. You have gained 5 tradable years of life. The shadow says. My monster killing efficiency has increased again. If I use poison arrow, I only need 2 arrows to kill 1 monster. The battle time has been peeled back, reducing the chance of accidents. Currently, I have 618 days of virtual currency that I can trade. But to make my equipment and skills real, I need to use at least 2.5 years of tradable virtual life. Specifically, 900 days. I'll go back first and sell all the items in my bag. Maybe I'll have enough to reach the minimum required lifespan. Once I reach level 10, I'll be able to bring the in-game skills and equipment into reality.